Hi, we will be discussing how to use this machine. This machine is the EMG machine, the Nicolette Viking Quest, that is the model name. So made by Natus Neurology. So this is a EMG machine which can do EMG for any and all muscle groups, but in our department we use it mainly for the larynx and the facial nerve. So we'll today learn how to operate this machine and how to use its function. So first of all, we need to switch it on. So as you can see, there are two different switches, one for the laptop, the other for the machine. The laptop has the software, the machine is the hardware. So the switch is in this switchboard over here. We switch it on. The switch of this machine is on the left side. On the left of the laptop, it's on the right side. So this is the machine, the software, the hardware, but the hardware also includes this. As you can see, this is an extendable arm. This is basically so that we can go close to the patient, so that we can bring the electrodes closer to the patient. So for the needle electrode, this is the terminal that we use. As you can see, there are other terminals as well. There is a positive, negative, and there is also a ground electrode. So this positive and negative are basically surface electrodes. So they are mostly in our department that I have used, they are used for the ENOG. So positive negative surface electrodes are used for the ENOG. Ground electrode is used for all cases. We need to ground all cases that we are doing an EMG, because we need to equalize. We basically need a common ground to compare the two terminals. And this is for the needle electrode, this one that I have used in my cases. And the needle electrode has a positive and negative within it. It's basically a concentric needle. It's basically a needle within a needle. The outer needle is hollow, and the inner core is a different metal. It's more difficult to see on the video, but there is a different core. So basically there are two electrodes. So positive and negative terminals are in this only. So we don't need the two separate surface electrodes for this. Whenever we apply the surface electrodes, we cannot directly apply it on the skin, because obviously between the skin and the electrode there will be air, and that will cause impedance to the flow of current. So we need a conductive medium. In our case, it is the EEG paste that we use. So you take some EEG paste, you take it on the electrode and you stick it with an adhesive tape. In our department we use the micropore adhesive tape. So we have to make the patient comfortable. Previously in our department, this machine used to be at a different place closer to the switchboards. We have to remember that the EMG is a very sensitive machine, and it picks up any and all electrical activities around it. So when it is close to the switchboard, you will find a sinusoidal pattern that comes in the EMG wave.
Electromagnetic disturbances.
Yes, which is basically the AC current flowing inside the circuits. So whenever we do an EMG, we have to make sure that our cell phone is kept at a distance, the patient's cell phone is kept at a distance, because any incoming call, any other electrical abnormality will be picked up by this machine, and that will cause artifacts. The patient's own movements may cause artifacts, so we have to make sure that the patient is only moving the muscle group that we want the patient to move. It is a tad bit difficult in the larynx, because all different muscle groups are very close together, and it's difficult for the patient to isolate and move particular muscles, especially when we have stabbed a needle in his throat. But nonetheless, we have to ask the patient to be cooperative. The patient needs to be cooperative. If the patient is not cooperative, we cannot get a proper EMG study done.
Wait, sir.
So this needle that we use, this is basically for the larynx. It can also be used for any other muscle group, like the biceps, the quadriceps, anything. But for the facial muscles, it becomes a bit too unwieldy. It is too big. So for facial muscles, we have smaller needles available, which we can use to individually monitor the facial nerves. The method is the same as the laryngeal EMG. You stab the patient where you want to measure the nerve activities, and ask the patient to move that muscle group, and the EMG will show some activity.
Okay, stop.
So these are the two needle electrodes which are available in our department. One is the green one and the blue one. I am not opening this because each needle in the market it is quite expensive and costs around 3000 rupees per needle. So in this case, as you can see, the green needle is the shorter one, it is 37 millimeters. The blue needle is longer, 50 millimeters. So it depends on what kind of patient we are doing. A patient with a thick neck, the vocal cords might be at a deeper level. So for them, blue electrode might be better. But for most patients, the green electrode suffices. It does the job just as well. But I personally find that you have to tailor the needle to the patient that you are doing, because otherwise, if you take a thick neck person and insert the green electrode, one might not find the EMG findings that we are looking for, and that will cause just more an extra session for the patient. सुई लगाएंगे आपको, मैं बोलूँगा कुछ बोलने के लिए, ई बोलने बोलूँगा, आ बोलने बोलूँगा, ठीक है? तो सुई अंदर रहेगा, लेकिन उस टाइम पे आपको बोलना है, ठीक है?
Okay.
So this is the needle electrode which we use in order for the laryngeal EMG. So over here we first switch on the Nicolette Vacuum Quest, the software. And after we switch on the software, we will enter the name of the patient. आपका नाम क्या है?
श्यामलाल
उम्र?
65
65? Sleeve है, उसको थोड़ा ऊपर उठा दीजिए. So over here we have the electrodes. For the needle electrode, the positive and negative are basically concentric. So these are concentric needle electrodes, in which, as you can see, at the very center it's a different electrode and the periphery is a different electrode. So positive and negative are basically embedded in the same electrode. What we need to do is we need to attach the ground electrode to the body of the patient. So this here, the one at the bottom, this is the ground electrode. हाथ से चिपकाएंगे.
So where would we connect that ground electrode, sir?
We will connect it over any big muscle group of the body.
Okay.
So in my case, I usually connect it over the forearm. So you first need to clean the forearm, because dirt on the forearm, that can cause impedance.
Yes.
So we don't want impedance. Impedance basically makes it more difficult for the machine to read the electrical changes in the body. So if it has this, next we will wear a glove. Over here we will choose EMG. So in this case, this is the EMG. Over here we can choose which muscle group we have to do. In this case, we will be doing the thyroretinoid. That can be divided into the left or the right. So first we will do the left, then we will do the right. So before we start, we have to attach the electrode. So this is where the needle electrode attaches. We attach it here, it goes in like so. Next we have to make the patient extend his neck. गर्दन सीधा कीजिए, जितना एकदम ऊपर देखते रहिए, ठीक है? आराम से पीछे सट जाओ, हाँ ऐसा, ठीक है? एकदम सीधा ऊपर रखो. Usually we do not use any local anesthetic.
Yes.
Because that will increase the thickness of the skin. That will make it difficult to locate the thyroidinide. It is already a bit difficult to locate, especially so in people with short, thick necks and those who have more fat on their neck. Before we insert the electrode, we have to first locate where the thyroidinide is, and for that we will ask the patient to vocalize and
Uh.
we'll feel the vibrations.
Will it be painful, sir?
It will be a bit painful because it is a needle, so we have to warn the patient that it will be painful. We have warned the patient, we have taken consent of the patient before the procedure. So I can feel the cricoid here, the thyroid here. So we'll pierce the thyroid and the cricothyroid membrane. So it will be somewhere here.
Okay, sir.
But the vocal cord is somewhere above it. So we have to first locate it. एक बार E बोलिए.
E.
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 So you can actually feel the vibrations of the vocal cord through your fingers.
गर्दन तो दर्द करने लगी.
थोड़ा सीधा हो जाए फिर. So you can feel the vibration of the vocal cords and with that you can locate it. इसे ऊपर करो. E बोलो.
E.
ठीक है. So we will start this. As you can see there is sound. It's not just that we look at the graph, we have to also include the sense of the sound.
So now we have done on the left side. Okay.
So this is the one on the
Right side. So we are doing on the right side.
E.
Sir, how deep we have to go, sir?
That depends on patient to So once we finished, we'll just exit the test. Now in neurology, usually we can always re-access the test if we go back to the patient. So once we press this, all the report has been saved. So the computer itself will give a report, but in neurology they usually say that the report should be done on a manual basis. However, for the larynx, it becomes a tad bit difficult. So as you can see, if we go to report generation here, so you can see that a report has been generated. However, it is more difficult to say to make out the individual waves. However, if we look closely, that some waves can be found out rather individually. So it becomes a bit difficult to make generalized statements, but if we can see individual waves, then we can comment on the amplitude, we can comment on the duration of the waveforms. Sometimes the computer itself gives a tabulated chart. However, that according to the neurologist whom I had gone to consult, it is not necessarily always accurate or reliable. So it's best to make your own judgment based on the graph that you see. अब बाहर बैठ जाइए, हो गया। ये फेंक सकते हैं, फेंक दीजिए, इसके लिए बटन